What's up, you guys? In today's video, I'm going to give you 4 more push-up variations that you can add to your repertoire. The previous video I gave you my 4 favorite, and these actually are kind of my favorites too. I kind of love push-ups in general, if you can't tell. So I'm not going to say which ones are my ultimate favorites, but these 4 variations are going to add a different kind of challenge. I'm just going to use one variation that has an extra prop, a medicine ball, but the rest you don't need anything. You can do them anywhere, and they're going to get you really, really, really strong. Okay, so the first one is just a push-up with a pause at the bottom. So you're going to go to the lowest point and you're going to pause there. Literally stay there for 2 to 3 seconds. A lot of people will blow right past that pause because it kind of gets hard, but I want you to force yourself to be down there for 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And again, with all push-up variations, don't forget, you want to brace your abs super hard, squeeze your glutes, and get your shoulders back and down every single push-up variation that you do, and also make sure that your elbows are at 45 degrees. Okay, so brace the abs, squeeze the glutes, shoulders are back. We're going to go down and pause and up. So even count to Mississippi, you know, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Whatever you have to do to stay down there for 2 seconds. 1, 2, up. That's how long you want your pause to be. You can make it harder by making your pause longer, but 2 seconds is probably a really good way to gauge that. And then the other thing is, as you fatigued, you're going to want those 2 seconds to go fast. That's why I kind of half jokingly said you might want to count to Mississippi's on that, because that'll force you to stay down there long enough. Okay, so that's a pause push-up. The next one is a constant tension push-up. This is right on up there as far as a favorite of mine, because this is super challenging. What you're going to do with constant tension is you're going to do slow constant motion from the top down to the bottom and then slowly back up, but you're not going to go all the way to the top, because when we lock out at the top, it's a bit of a rest. We don't want to rest, so we're going to stop just short of locking out, and then you're going to keep going back down and then back up. So it's just this slow motion between the bottom and the top, and you're just going back and forth slowly between the two. Now, I see a lot of people blow through these really, really, really fast. You can do that. I prefer to do it slower. They're much more challenging that way, I think. To keep the tempo consistent, that's the other thing. You want the tempo going down to be the same as the tempo going up. That's hard to control. So let's try it. Okay, again, brace, squeeze the glutes, shoulders. So we're going to go down slowly, slowly back up, and right back down. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that the tempo is about the same. Okay, so that was slow in between the extreme top and the extreme bottom. The slower you go, the harder that's going to get. The third variation is adding a half rep. So what we're going to do on this variation is we're going to go all the way down, then we're going to go halfway up, we're going to go right back down, and then all the way up. So we're adding a half rep kind of in the middle. Now this one, I also see people just blow through this really, really fast, going from one spot to the other. And you could end up using a little bit of momentum if you do it that way. So again, I just like doing it really, really slow, because I think you build up a ton of strength that way. So I'm going to almost pause at each spot. So I'm almost going to pause at the bottom, almost pause halfway, almost pause again, and then all the way up. Okay, so here's what a 1.5 is going to look like. So we're bracing, squeezing, getting that shoulders back. So I'm going to go all the way down, a little bit up, back down, all the way up. Down, a little bit, down, all the way. Down, a little bit, down, all the way. It's kind of how fast I like to do 1.5 push-ups, but you can go a little faster if you want. But keeping these controlled, I'll tell you what, you're going to build a crap ton of strength if you just control everything and really focus on maintaining your abs, your glutes, and your shoulders and your elbows. Super, super, super tough. Now the last one, you will need a medicine ball. This is a typical medicine ball. It really doesn't matter the weight of the ball. That's really not relevant to this. I like one that's kind of full, like when I depress my hand in here, it's not going to sink in. So this is a good one. The interesting thing with a med ball is that it's going to provide a lot of instability because it's going to want to roll around, and so you're going to have to be super stable to keep that ball in place as you lower. Now there's a lot of ways you can do med ball push-ups. I just like to do them one hand here, one hand on the floor, and do my set, and then put the ball over here and do my set. Some people you'll see do 1 rep, move the ball, another rep, move the ball. You can certainly do that. I've done that before. It's just not my favorite thing to do because invariably I'll move the ball and it's going to go way over there. It's just a coordination thing probably with me. So I like to get solid reps here and then solid reps over here. Okay, so here's what this is going to look like. So we got one hand up here, one hand down here. So the range of motion now is uneven, unstable, and has increased. So we've got a lot of things going on here. So abs, glutes, shoulders, elbows, and here we go. So you still want to get full range of motion. And when I've done my reps, I just move the ball over here. And then I'll do my reps over here. So abs, glutes, shoulders, elbows. There you go. So all of these variations bring something different to the table. And all of them, you can set up a rep scheme for anywhere from 6 to 12 to 15 reps. You can increase as you get stronger, slow down tempos as you get stronger. You can up the challenge a bunch of different ways. But these are 4 more variations for you to add to your push-up repertoire. So if you have any questions about any of these, put them down below, let me know, send me a message. I'd be happy to help you. And if you ever have any questions about anything or need help with anything, just know I'm here and just give me a message. I would love to help you. Thank you all so much for being here and have fun with your push-ups. I'm dying to hear how they go. You guys have a great day. Take care.